of November 2021. We don't dey grumble. We don't dey complain. The camera don't dey waka. People don't dey talk about price control na salon. People dey grumble, say things then they go up. Market woman them, they grumble, say, today we go na market for go buy na then shops them. Now one price you go here, tomorrow where you go, the price don't change. People in the point finger by the minister for trade. For say, in not they doing work. People in the point finger by the government say, then why they not care for the people. The government say, in the listen, no. Make you not feel to say, they not they listen. So, you get two party them where they waka. Where they are the minister for information and the minister for trade. Lately, we see say the party business between the all two. It a tight, better one. So, we they see them when they crisscross the country. And now up now the provinces. Lately, now they see them. Then they go and talk, waiting at the government in way and manner where they do for able for help for reduce the prices them na the market. Now they will be get for land say government want out a new scheme for them want them where they import thing them can of the country. But even before that, we hear the president and then school picking them na kono. Where the president tell them say, where then they all say, rest down there, rest down there. And the president tell them say, well, rest down there because na Chinese man na in the plant rest. So we self they try for make we get farm them. In fact, me, the president, I get farm. And beaucoup pa mi minister them, then get farm. He say because if the Chinese man where they plant in rest, not so you go tell them how much if you can sell them. So maybe we go tell the president how much if for selling rest, or the chief minister, or Pastor Mambu. Because Pastor Mambu bagay reso. I don't know if you don't know that. So, the two party them, when they waka, they want for make me you understand how the government they do for tackle things them. For make the price, not just a surprise we, where they gonna market, and the market too man where they gonna the shop them. But a lot of people them, they point by the business people and say, now then they control the price business na the country. Even you get some conspiracy theory where can point say, even the dollar price na the country, you get people who control up. Where if today they grab on the wrong side of the bed, if they say na so the dollar for cost, na so it the cost. You know why even go that side because what thing do? The bank governor, he promise we take. He said they want to dey na street, then go try for make clear, then self get their own way, how then go do business, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, they want to dey na street, then still the day. Where they pass, then still mean you can't change, you can't change. Business as usual, it no change. Okay. So sometimes the new money get for shock and that thing then go come on a treat. But anyway, we don't learn now say government they come with a loan scheme for the one the way they import. But I want make a pause yonder first. The bank governor be don't tell we say where the rest price be they go helter skelter na the country. The one the way they import rest, it trust the money, it loan them. Fumble them. Do ya? The price been go down It not go down. The bank governor self talk and say it not go down. Then why trust the money? Why trust them? Or why now the trade minister they tell we say then they can't trust them and then they go help by the price reduction? How? If bank governor do no work, how the government tend for implement that one day now? When they feel say it go able to work for we. Business people, what's it they into business for? Not to NGO. They are there to maximize profit. Not to for even make profit, to maximize, make heleba profit and make possible they do business. Possible they do business for run charity. Even the chief minister, where be don't making rest down, where sell them. But you are, Amos he be seller. Amos. It be can't sell like for say, we see video they go viral, say, hey, chief minister, they selling at 50,000 for bag. What to say, do? He's a seller for make, if not the overhead cost now, if not small thing, he puts pants up now for the people, who they wait till the president harvest. Let us see how much the president thing go sell Leone. Maybe the president thing go sell Alexei na the preso. But we don't see any minister yet who don't harvest where in go viral. Say, me, Minister Triple A. Una look at the harvest and this nine at the process where I go through and me, and they can sell me on 50,000. Why? Because they do business for losses. So if we take note of that, how the loan scheme go up for reduced price? You trust our money. Abu Conte say, it's a loan not to the solution. No. It's a loan. If forget say the person get for payback what they done. He say, but if they reduce the tax, and then the solution there. He said, because this go cut the cost of the goods. We're going to bring down the price what the people and they pay for. But again, even if the government reduce the price, who they go watch over them business people then for make sure say the price we see and be say the tax don't go down and also the price for be. Who that go watch them? Mr. Selassie, but that money then they loan the people there. Then for me don't send on a China for boku rest. For the government, for me the government then cancel pan reduce price. If the government do that a couple of times, then go compete with them business people them. And the business people they no go get any other option but for reduce their own price. About to Kekaba say, well, let preso in harvest in rest and get to the disabled and the school feeding program. Let we see. Like Koka say, the person will come up with this idea say, let them trust the importers then for firearm. He said because now the tax so then they pack per the thing and they make the price go up. Not over say the importer they not get money for go bring camo. Okay, when I take time talk about the two party them. But anyway, through Radio Democracy 98.1, fumble them, Leone, Auden Tupadia, the Minister of Trade and the Minister of Information, where they crisscross the country for make we understand how government gets we in a hat because then are the caring government where then don't hear we complain about the price control and the remedy they would they put in place for reduce the price. Let we listen, yeah?
Pujon and Kailaun district. Now the two districts them where the Ministry of Trade and Industry don't go waka for tell them the work where the ministry don't they do and serve the policy them where government don't they put in place for make price them no go up na the country.
For make waiting, price them no go up na the country. Usai, Pujen and Kailaun. I let they pay attention no. Cause I no go on just no. If you say you left behind. Eh? Pujen and Kailaun. For make price them. No they go up like I they go up. The government get strategy them for make it steady or it reduce. Let we listen.
Mohamed Rahman Souare, the Minister of Information and Communication.
Now one of the party
Begin for talk about the waka where the Ministry of Trade go do na Pujon and Kailaun district.
they talk about another party. Two party them. Information and trade. Trade, they do the business. Information for make me you understand how then they do for reduce the price na the country.
This price is high.
The government, the audio no fine, but let be. If na share a network, you know say they do so. Trust we. We they you get that kind of audio yeah. Not so we. But anyway, the minister say we don't hear the cry of high prices, price high na price not high yonder. If we not tell una get right for think anything but we. That's true. If the government not tell we what thing they do, you want for you waiting everybody they talk. Long time they say for fire the Minister of Trade. Say not sabi kaput. But the Minister of Information say if they not tell we, how we go know? I make you get information. Well, let we listen am. Una want make una think say government no they do nothing. Now make we don't come for can tell una wetin government they do. Mind you, una already know the reality na the ground. But on the aspect of government, una no know. So let we tell una wetin we they do for reduce this price wey una dey complain say they go up every day na the country. We target na Pujen and Kailaun today.
We can't put them today as part of conciliation. We cannot go now for validity.
We can't Pujen for make una know. Na not surprise because wetin do we be don go Bombali already. Na Makeni we don't go tell them.
We don't go to Gambia this week.
We don't go Cambia, we don't go tell them there.
We don't go to Bo this week.
Even Bo, we don't go tell them. But Pujen and Kailaun no filter, una no mix so una need for no.
We don't go Kenema this week.
Even Kenema we don't go there.
So we continue. So we choose for Camp Pujen today.
So we continue the waka. We choose for Camp Pujen today. The two party them trade and information.
Very important business community now.
Yeah. Una we dey na so. Una very important because una dey na the business community. Yes, that's true.
Education and clergy from all that young people that dey there, una dey very important service. So today,
una very important. Una na young people them. Una very important for the business na the country. So na make ukana ya today.
Today I with me and my brother Dr. Inga Sandi.
I come with me brother, Dr. Inga Sandi, Minister of Trade. Yeah?
They will come take una do some of that today. All understand what is really happening in Salone. How things and other places they affect you and what things that we plan.
In they can explain to una how things them they happen na Salone. How things in na other country they affect we na Salone. Things in na other country they affect we na Salone. But the trade minister na your work for can explain to we make me and you understand.
Government for turn this whole picture around. Slow return to good old days.
government for turn this whole picture around, make we return to the good old days. Hey, triple level clap, the golden days, the good old days. We for return to the good old days. Okay. Mais quelqu'un say wait ba. Let me tell we say the Toma Bomb rice plantation don't resume. And one other country also, they can invest $60 million per rice production. What thing happen with that investment day? Okay. Maybe the minister go include them for this talk. Okay. The good old days, they want to return them. How? Now listen.
Dr. Edward Ingasandi, now the Minister of Trade and Industry, talk about the policy them where government don't they develop or protect the customer them for make the business people them not go to ace price span them.
The policies them where government they put together.
This na Dr. Ingasandi they talk. The policies them where government they put together.
We say them say trade na open market.
Them be say trade na open market. Trade when? Trade as in the previous administration or yesterday? Okay. Then be say na open market. Trade. Is it the good old days when the minister talk about just now? But anyway, Doctor Sir, continue.
Market. But we say don't realize it for protect the country. And the small thing that what they do so. And they help with some of the thing that we for triangle. They look soft a little bit.
So but we don't realize it. There's an open market too. But some small thing then they where we go do for make the market safe. Because right now, it heavy like a lead or like a stone. But we want to do something like a sponge. Again, if you heap the sponge inside water, it go heavy. But when you squeeze them, it go light. So now that kind of way we want for do them. Right now the sponge get water. We want squeeze them so that the water go drain. Then it go there, but it light. Okay, doctor.
I want to know say Excellency the President in commitment zone is very, very strong.
I want make una know say His Excellency the President in commitment to una. This na put you they talk to, but now we all in the talk to back. He say he very, very strong. In commitment to we, the people of Sierra Leone, is very, very strong. Okay?
By God in power, as the phrase in the beginning candle.
By God in power. Hey! Doctor sir, by God in power, una left that one they give we. That then are we own terms. But if una how they look to, una self they begin give we by God in power. Ina they work so. Una how they say by God in power, then we God the we, it took una for make una count policies them where they help we. But if we they say by God in power, the owner self say by God in power. Hey, sir. No, no. No. Una left the by God in power give we. Una left and we now get on day by God power. Salon, it go better by God power. Who put una day? Not to for make una self use we own terms. A big. Yes, by God in power, una left and give we. But anyway, sometimes you feel for we. Now I make you learn one part we own word them by God in power. Okay. Let give you a pass yonder by God power. No, una put policies in place. No, na then they una get for do. Una not take we own. No, sir. But anyway, I give you a pass for this one, yeah? Doctor, I give you a pass. By God in power? Okay.
Mr. Segben go dey bien the business people.
Oh, so una self go dey bien the business people them. Okay. Victor Vandy say whose power our make he use. The power where the constitution give for make things them better for the people of Sierra Leone. Now that power there I want make you use. We get by God in power. Eh? The one that we believe pan God don't come. Eh? But God is above everything. Not true. That's enough for we. But anyway, me na so me see am. You yourself get it right how you see am. But by God in power na for we the people of Sierra Leone. Them who don't say by God in power, now then they put the policies them in place for make that God in power they work. All right. Let we continue.
Make sure say the price can.
For make sure say the price then can down, na they work. Yes, na they work that one day. For put policies in place. For put system in place, we go make the price then can down. For put things them in place, we go make the business people them. If they want chook unnecessary price per week, then go afraid say the loss they will get at the country go bet them. Heleba one, where they not go try and to them. That's not the work of the government. Now they work that one day. We the people, now we get out that part today. Now so me, see am. Okay.
I tell you this, we the breaks in the candle, don't see them.
He say, we don't see the freight then they come down. Maybe he go give you example. Like what be there yesterday, we don't come down today. But anyway, they don't they come down. Okay.
He said don't they follow the trend.
Myself don't they follow the trend. Things them don't they can down at the country. Well, the president be talking na kono say even na tongue the rest price don't go down. But na kono it not be rich day it. Well, the minister now say things then don't they can down and they follow the trend. I wish he be give you example for say trade na so we be buy this today na so we dey buy am. Maybe go give am low they go.
As we go inside January, February, we expect we September would be ending.
As we dey go inside January, February, is somebody listening here? So we anticipation now when January and February, says the Minister of Trade. As we dey go inside January and February, we all go begin for feel the relief. January, not a funny month. After the Christmas ladida, and the New Year's, we go inside second week, third week. Now that time the breeze they blow better one per January. You go ask yourself if I be no. I reserve something because right now it is bet. But now that 10 day the minister say, let we look no more. We go see the change where they come.
And one thing we're encouraging during this COVID, for people that don't make farm them.
One thing we're encouraging during COVID, Boko people them don't make farm. Encouraging, yes. Boko people don't make farm. That's encouraging, says the Minister of Trade. During COVID, because that's in order for do well, go now backyard, we make farm. Big, small, all go help when harvest time reach. As long as we get the transportation in time for carrying things and they outside and needed, it will be good. But making the farm now one, getting the equipment and the manpower for harvest now two, and the transportation for carry and go, that's another one. But for now, we focus on the farm them where Boku people don't make during COVID, says the minister.
Dr. Edward Ingasandi continues to say, government, they give business people them, where they bring canteen them in the country where people they need.
Government don't give the imported money, and part of that money they one of the importers for that parboiled rice don't use for go buy.
Okay. He say government don't give the importers the money and parboiled rice right now if you see the other importer don't go buy them. Don't go buy them. The parboiled rice. Government na give. The only thing na here where I for be lack for understand because we come by this rice business, the bank governor self be tell we say ingi importers the money, but na loan no, not for nothing. So I don't know if na that same money there, the minister they talk na ya. For say the person where they bring parboiled rice na saloon. That's not another thing. I don't know if you watch the video. We talk to the camera do na Babadori Junction with the bike riders them. With the bike riders then they claim say the bike then where they can salon na one green person na get the right for import can salon so na they control the price. Any other person want import bike then for cancel for like then commercial use they not agree. That's what they allege. Who come here again for go ask the minister of to get way return. Let we know if this not true or not true. And even this way they tell we now some of the questions they will get for go ask come back. Make it just break them down for we. But he say the post where they bring parboiled rice. Government don't give money. Okay. Let's continue.
We make and sell at wholesale price 340.
So, parboiled rice, the minister say now na 340,000. But he say wholesale. Wholesale. Remember, wholesale mean to say the business people them na then they go buy 340,000. We mean to say where the wholesale buy 340,000, then get for out transportation, then get for out labor, then get for out store price, the store keeping price, all anything then they not they for that wholesale price. Because the way how the final consumer they buy now determine waiting the person. Okay. Now we wait first. Omar, you want me pan wage bill. Wage bill, we get for car with that one day. We get for car with them because the minister self say the last year wage bill to this one it don't go up. So if na this year and you own self no more, last year to this year self they look at. Before I say, he say they go up. They never can down with her. But now no car with wage bill na ya. When na this rest business, I want we look at. Because we don't land say the whole sale price na 340,000, sir. Okay? All right.
Through the Bank of Sierra Leone, now anybody with the import, they give you money at a very low interest rate.
Through the Bank of Sierra Leone. You don't hear it? If you na importer na Sierra Leone, you go through the Bank of Sierra Leone. Then they loan you money. Then they loan you money at low interest rates. So, it will look like for say, this rest business way they talk, a link with that bank governor in rest. But anyway, through the Bank of Sierra Leone, importers, they get loan for reduced interest rates. So how that one day go help the people of Sierra Leone? How? Because I don't ever see how the why would they go bring come, we lend money, we then come, anyway, let us just listen. Number one, when they go through, then go get money, when they go trust them. But remember, we then get for payback. But no more now, they say a low interest rate. The importers, they wouldn't get their own self money first. Before I say now the bank now they lend there. All right.
About 2 to 5%. May.
About 2 to 5%. Now they go charge them the interest rate per the money where the Bank of Sierra Leone go lend the importers them. I don't know what are the criteria. If me, Tripoli can just grab to my and say, I want for order peppermint. If the Bank of Sierra Leone go just lend me money so. Or then get safeguards, then get criteria where you for meet before they lend you money. Because if that they know they, the one they will connect to the power grid, then go misuse and abuse this. And some man not go even pay back. So at the end of the day, the loans they wouldn't go collect, not go come back inside. And how it is that people wait to na business people, but the COVID don't hit them, where they make them capital the suffer, go able for this is a good scheme. But Uda go watch over so that the benefit where the scheme forgets, and to the final consumer we go able for feel am. Man butu, man watch. Watch me, I watch you. Koju, let we dey go.
Import and bring up the essential commodity. So
for essential commodities, by now, we for even don't get that credit facilities. We for don't get that. For more that thing they launched 2019. For more launch 2019. This for don't be perfect way for implementer. Even then they say na ECOWAS lending scheme or whatever. This now the government for the use and say, okay, you be the register, and so you be, you get everything they so that people go able bill and credit. Business people go able bill and credit. The one they want for do agriculture able for bill and credit. Begin to cost them small. Get all the information in the database. Where at the end of the day, even internationally, then people and they can able come out now go trust big money. But today, for me will launch them. Oh, say now na the first. Also will launch them 2019 August. That day still team up. By now, if you don't begin work, the minister for tell we say, oh, you remember that TO will launch, now the scheme this way they use. But anyway, let's continue.
if we not be done doing this way, if we don't try and pass our intention.
He say, if it be say, they not be done doing this way. If we don't try and pass how we try and so. It be tell we say, January to February, we go see the impact. So I'm still trying to figure out how, if we not be done doing this way, if we don't tranga by now, wait till we say January and February, now we be able, now go able for see. Okay. Calm down, Tripoli. You know, look, they understand now. But people how they listen, then get more better understanding than you. So maybe when you open the phone line, people will come for explain more. For say, the scheme, we go see more the effect of them January, February. But now the minister say all entire way they tell say then the trust importers the money. If they not be don't do them, team for don't think about bad one. Pass how they see now. Okay, let's go.
So there's small intervention where His Excellency the President is excessively handing.
If not to then small intervention, where His Excellency the President in self yon ande inside. Then small. What Solomon tell you say then small, not to one no. Not to one. Not to one. Okay. But now His Excellency, na ande inside it. I'll tell you, say, instead of them create this loan scheme, why they not just eliminate the tax on all food items and create an effective price control system where efficiently and vigorously get somebody who go open the eye like mountain fat foot. All right, sir. Let you go.
I think say no be for don't easy.
If not so, say even when the president cow them small thing them. I think say enough for be done easy pan we right now. So even though they talk say things they heavy right now, we're being told by the minister say if not so the president intervention, if I don't be pass so. Hey, Papa President, thank you, sir. If not so for you, we'll learn now say if I don't be pass so. Thank you.
And President they plan a trip to Vietnam.
So, hey, if I give film, because not to the first time this would they talk this now. From all the president go na do we go meet up with that Vietnamese president. We say they don't invite him. The minister say, don't forget say, the president get for fly. Go Vietnam. For go meet the president na Vietnam. Okay? So the day we go see, status tell we say, the president don't leave. Swoo! They go Vietnam. Fing! And no one for Yeri. For like you can't talk say, look, I don't fly back. Oh. The president get for go Vietnam. Now yes business. Now they go for the okay. I'll continue, Bo.
We'll go see how government to government will arrange to make we able to get another pack of rice.
For go see how Salon government and the Vietnamese them will go arrange and make rest. Come, you know say Salon man eat tea when no eat rest. He say for money na no eat it. For money na no eat it. Why? Because he no eat rest it. So I make the president elect we. They go Vietnam for go talk to the Vietnamese them how we go able partner so rest go in our country. Remember, the president tell we na kono say because na Chinese man na in the plant rest, na make rest there. Okay? Now continue.
If I got the power, the price will be better than which will get right.
So the one that will believe God. A gata triple say, You say after he don't go na Vietnam, he don't talk to them, they don't get this kind mutual understanding by God in power. By God in power. The rest price go better. Okay. By God in power, sir. By God in power.
After when the Minister of Trade and Industry, they don't talk about the things them where they affect the price in the country. I've been talking to different business people them, but what in them think, but the worker, where the Ministry of Trade and Industry go do to them.
Alisha Shekumala, Chairman Salon Trade Opportunity District. Well, you see, the problem in this country sometimes the lack of sensitization. Where the people that don't count, the minister don't count, they don't sensitize people. All they go with that free will. But go explain to the people that this is a global issue. Everybody for understanding. Say, putting all for, yan for, and for say better for happen later. Turn out.
And say better for happen later. Listen, the people that will be there. Now then they interview now. But then they pick one part the word there. Better get for happen later. So this is the promise after listening to the ministers, the two party them, trade and information after they don't listen. So now waiting the people and get that. Better get for happen later.
It was so short, but people then come in numbers. When I talk about subsidization, that is to say, we as government, or the government, one day when they live in governance, that can't be happen before. I think it can, it can go up. But when they subsidize, they pay more money, so that when they pay money, and they for let the thing can do small. But the lay people for let them understand, so that we will able to meet that demand.
Me na farmer and trader. Trader, we be they say price and go up, things stiff. Because we not be the get the information. We not be the get information where be waiting make the things them there, waiting make things them don't go up too much. Rest price don't there, and we na rest with the deal with now we they eat. Waiting make it don't go up. Now today we don't can no say problem then day. Now all over the country, like how the minister been say.
Me na Beshe Gobe, I dey Kalahun town, Kalahun district. Me na the traders union chairman Kalahun district. Meeting and a meeting way really nice. The information we don't get from the trade minister, a meeting way a fine and the information minister, the way they can give information and the way how the trade minister don't enlighten things where it don't happen from another country to this country. More the food. The building materials and the food side, the way prices they go up, people they blame the government, but today don't can narrate everything to we. As a trade man, where they before the traders union, Nakalan district, I so look happy today.
Then people there end up call on the Minister of Trade and Industry for they tell the business people them, but the policy where government don't they put in place for make sure say things and price them no go up na the market for radio democracy. Mange Mansari, the report.
One for tell Mange Mansari thank you and Radio Democracy for make me and you able for listen to this. I wish we been there or for be able for listen waiting the minister talk about the building materials. Because unfortunately, we too hear so we not hearing nothing but that. But anyway, what we hear now they go with the people that will be sit on the you don't hear waiting then see. Yeah? They say they don't understand now. I hope say you said they understand though. Because the people that will be inside the room say, okay. And now I understand. But again, anyway, then I'll say just on a tiki police. I'm about to kick about say, he said, but wait, now the only source of information that they don't get. Who saw that one would them forget? Yeah, about to. Salon. But waiting at the takeaway pan this for say government the come with a loan scheme for help we reduce the price na the market. Okay. Look out to friend make we hear waiting and you take on today on. Welcome on board, friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chipule, for giving me the platform, and thanks to Mange from Radio Democracy for giving that information there. And regarding this issue of what the government want to do, we look at like say they try for level system them up in a way wherein they will say, okay, now we are helping the people for waiting. Now the public eye we not hidden. It's not hidden. The prices are not hidden. Things are not hidden. This is not practical thing. Not to any other thing where people in the talk say is hidden. But we not see there is economic problem globally. But if you compare this again, we will look say from a scale where what they do. The problem here is economic geography. This economic geography, I believe, say they don't look how the setup, the landscape of the economy in terms of how they were able to control prices, in terms of people then going into the market for buy, and then they were able to meet with waiting the consumer in price index, as they say, the community see that point they say then are best way for leverage, but putting them will take that in basket of the needs for Kergona house. So in terms of the geography, then they try to look which type of tool The doubt now, are they doubting or are they trying to use a tool? Then on the findings, then they say the findings, then what they don't find out, the only way they will get the domestic issue of economic development now for use a tool wherein they will do loan scheme. They don't bring in all sort of methods. The bank they using monetary methods. The government they using your methods. So in the final say their method there, the trade minister not take up say me go use the loan scheme where we able use for leverage this outrageous amount of price rise and waiting is subject to we own people with them they no go dispute. But now then they try for say we are giving a loan scheme. But you find out the geography of itself, they're not able to look at because when you look at the scale of certain things and the way they go, you will say now it looks like competition actually is supposed for the as suggestion from market in business then we will say now we will forget market with the economy, the competition get for day, we get for do this. But many times there are challenges inside this competitive market them. The market where they say they can't compete price will go down. How government is able to do them? There are many ways that we go able to do them in terms of the taxation, in terms of opening up for people that were reliable for bringing business and then giving the opportunity to business that wouldn't know this type of business. Now, business will a demanding business, we will get a turnover wherein we will get something from there, we'll get GST tax, we will get other taxes. Because you find out say corporate tax, so to boku companies and they pay them. Because when you talk of corporate tax back, now big companies then where they do big business at the country. So that corporate tax, you know, they get the too more. Now from GST and other taxation, they will get more. So when the competition of them, their market institutions there, when they see them go can't do their own business, the one that will affect them most of the time. Now a kind of something where they on macroeconomical game where they play because the macroeconomy, the one that they kind of macroeconomy, the more they go buy for putting on the table, like the microeconomy that one, the more they peddle the streets, one at the hawker, and the micro that one. So the macro one, the big one, now in the one who their can always try to say, well, we they do productivity. How? Productivity in terms of a good pull I'm already made, they bring out for sell because we they supply in the form of a production form, but the production form is a finished form. They can get back some smaller factory and will say, okay, we will make this, we will make this, we will sell this. But you find out, are they all in big scale? We then will make in the country in terms of domestic trade, and then you will get the international trade for look into rank. But we'll not get finished product. We'll not get things that we will make it at a bigger scale, except the cocoa and the try for get other things that will go into that other time when they develop small through and the banis man. But when you think of the things that we will make inside trade, not to just mining, other things, when agriculture or finished product from natural resources, then limited. The corporate tax is limited, not get big industry where they come. So you they look, say, when I therefore look for that economic geography day, where it be say, where they look, what's in the hawker, what's in the household, what's in the effect, why the people know they come, the tax there, or would they collect the data from the people and way then they sell, or then they buy, or we get for go inside for look what's in the foreign exchange where they look into we on fixed value. Because that fixed value area there, now in the one way go hold up the business, the business more. Because when you get a value of your own currency, you get a value of the forex, and then the person where they go by, you know, they put in a floating area wherein the rate they float all the time, they change. But you get for regulator. How you get for regulator? Now bringing in first the taxation because you don't get GDP. So the taxation you get for reduce them. You get for attract the customer. You get for attract the amount they can do business person like customer to your own area. So that when they can the final produce or they go to the market, you will find out say the people who they go buy them, they will buy them at a price with leverage. But as long as that mission, where they say the mission where again the mission for do a business and the time for scale back instead of the time for scale back so certain things then. But when you know they scale back these certain things then what you not see, how you not see them because the geography of the economy you not look at. You only look at from the political or you look at from the other aspect of the fiscal way where the government now they want for do this. And when you see am from the fiscal way where the government now they want for can do them, you see say it is still leading to the point of a little bit of indiscipline in let the economy go down give that money there, then tomorrow the turnover no come. The price if they see then they say, well, let we go take some, or let we give farmers them, or let we give youths them, things that wouldn't go do development. Then would they say again, would they cross over for go bring the international one at the international trade. So if they say domestic trade in geography is not studied well, so that they go able to see why the rest not produce well this year, or we were able to get people in back for can testify for we waiting at the outcome of them farms there what they don't do because now harvest season, them farms there what they don't get ready for us, now then take farm. So you put yourself in suspense of why you then not will take all the information there, why they not will put them together, why we fail on the rest, or we get for go allow again EU for come with this scheme when tomorrow they will bring them back for 4,000 students youth them for can engage them in entrepreneur agriculture and roads so that we will not even for try look so we just push them and would get for China back the same person we bring the youth farms. But if they look at all these problems, say you get them when a diversified problem. The geography no the setup no the fiscal policy they can't say this that the way na the tool what we get. These are we own instruments who they use for now go able for bring the business in turnover for well. But trade and policies there now that you get for take into consideration. Trade now some of the policies that you get for emphasize then policy that what they can put and they put them for let them no go just affect I mean for let them no go just get something what plan say it will come on well, but I get for put them based on what I be don't gather. Would I be don't go see? I don't engage the local and the traditional leaders them. We would always talk about their responsibility. For let them go able to identify people and I want to know see them why they do business and hard workers them or at the same the counselors them because that's why you let all them bodies there where they pay them money. I don't contact them for them go know who they because they know some of them by names. Well, instead I go say okay, well, all man apply, then they come for interview, then they pass a criteria. Even though we will go engage the leaders them, but again, we open the window for let people they apply. So you keep for put some time a narrowing area where you go say I did narrow this part for the goodness, not at the narrow and for let people away eligible not come, like for let people away eligible. So I go narrow and focus say like yanda they go, this I know is subject. Ingo able for elect and nominate how they want the way really capable of doing the business, they are the go put money to them. But if you start to say more fiscal policies that they use all the time, fiscal policies, they buffer, who are then they get for finally get now the final consumer because if they always pay that tax because una they talk about something una no get money more put as a reserve because of that one day una they use based on the one they follow una go give other one go affect other side for pay salaries or for make roads or for make hospital. And then when I will start to say back now, the IMF get for help we or the EU get for help we or we get for go ask for donor or then bring a grant for do something. But because we don't go flock in this area, we get for use and for buffer or we not get enough. Let me go to the tax system, the NRA, so then we able for can give you some money for low will pay. The system you always they cut the fiscal policy for covering that player because the tool what they use, the tool is now the right tool, but you don't use it at the right time. And then when you they consider say not to just the loan. Because when they give them the loan, what in and get for go back and up for go buy their produce, like the foreign exchange. And the foreign exchange, get a fixed value at the moment now. Because the fixed value, they fluctuate. So you're supposed to forget a fixed value. When you begin float, then that money where you don't give, what if the value of and change towards the forex and the price where they bring for cancel based on what you project for? So if they look what in demand they go back, or whose business they will not know which one they would get for nominate for getting things there, or they would just want for say we are doing still the policy system wherein would they say would they get a political slogan for economic reality. But the political slogan now, when you get a political slogan, say we be try for the Munafa, or now we can't give another method we they give because we want to do what we actually they mean for say. And then that political slogan now, they try for turn it into economic reality. But the only way to turn that slogan, where they say they develop into economic reality, now by putting all these policies where they go see, you don't have to edge to the point where in this point I don't edge day, but how are they commodity? I don't incur a lot of problem with for push that motor car don't go broke down and that the more trade go able for come because I just the push and they go. I just the manage them. Anytime we person get pain, I just the do and the football along there and aesthetic like go play. The solution is you can forget 3 people on that side there in case the one injured, you put the other one. So these are the areas that now you go look say if the fiscal policy alone does not get and it puts the taxation. But when you say you put that man there because the only strike where you believe say this score, you don't spray a foot, you don't number, you go play. And so you go to scrap and small transmitting in bone and damage. So this is not the state one for health job. Let them bring policies and wherein the economy that forex and they look into them and then they look into taxation. Taxation is the only way you will able to attract for people and for kind of the country. Wherein when they come, then turnover. Once they get a big turnover, then go cover that turnover and they based on that input that revenue they for say they don't go try to impose more tax for them go maximizing profit. The maximizing of the profit is selling fast. When you sell fast and then you will get more profits. You see, so if you can't get something very expensive at some point now, then instead of not selling fast, so what do they do? Anytime where the thing where you run projects in inside 1 month, this profit for cover what you are spending inside that 1 month, it not reach, it begin to go over the second month of the sales, then you always increase that price for cover what you don't consume because maybe the turnover not able for you to reach your expenditures for that month. Now so they go gradually, then you add to something. So you the how they can sell the maximize profits, they get no problem, but all the time now the consumer they get the problem, and you the government they get the headache. Because every time the people and they get this perception, see, not to perception, a reality, because they are seeing it, they are feeling it, they know they get the price they want from the community. So you will always get instability. All you get complex issue them when they come. You will get on payment of salaries. You will get an inflation of certain things. And you will say, well, I increase people and back then go do this for. But because you fail for check that geography of that economy, what you make an up for get a BIB for let it settle, then I will able for deal with and so I carry on for I will deliver. But you are delivering with fiscal policy solutions. They help in many ways because even the one who lends the money, then they tell you then things they have to say not to show when I get for do the slowness of an economy. It can because when I get that fear day for say now we will get a kind of the mitigating instrument they use for go put them down. They work now. They use strategies that want a simple one. Because when they try to get revenue from the tax, but when they try to go pay money out, when they for look how much they spend to them people and they for loan, how much when they get the taxation, waiting on a revenue from that tax. We say when they for do a kind of a scaling down. When they scale down, then that scaling down, they what's left from that scaling down. Now when they can buffer up. But if no they know say, they say no more, let's try get the taxation or the one that we concern inside that tradition area, there are people that will be say, there are people that will either related in one way or the other for do business either with people that will not close affiliates, or now people that will be say, then they come when now one person no more so tell the influence, then it is say it always be secure itself. We don't see about the cement, we don't see about rest, we don't see about Bokutin. So the only way going over for them go get the rest system, allowing EU tomorrow for launch this program where then they talk about with the International Labour Organization, then all the things they are, then they don't spend. So that money would never come again. Watching them be spent for the youth them, is it equivalent now they wait for say, let the people then testify. So that day today, that one get for look the structure, what you don't make, I want to put them here together. See, we don't want for failure again. We don't want for come say, we break farms. We don't want to say, we go bring a private company for and make them really come install Maya because they get externalities than what they get for charge for. So say, we're able to provide them. Or what are the externalities we're able to provide again? We get electricity, we get water in case they can't see they want to do something like that. They bring all these headaches. And then the people now, because then they always see that in there, then they always cry. They are not getting the profit of anything so far for your responsibility as a leader, for your responsibility for being an institutional head, for the responsibility of the the government, the responsibility of the civilians, it's quite there to say they get for behave, they get for work, they get for do this, but not for all of them again are the bad one because we over 7 million. When these people in the fact now, see, not see 10,000 students, youths, that then they cause this problem. Then they're not one of the group of people that say they increase because the bad only surpass the good. Because person who left, 10 people that would be around, I know they're not going to if they cause trouble. Not just put it that way. So one bad they surpass the other one. So when you look at these things, there are people still were useful, they get for vet out. Now so they get for try get into them. Not to just for can say, una can't meet this criteria. You get for me the locals, if they are not ready, you get a broad way where you can get information. Because you gather from this, you go to the market, then you sit down, you collect and put them together. Then you go, no, whether they talk through, then some of it I they see on the market. I didn't know selling people at the price. Then if I just go give more, I don't see any improvement, then with the fear say all we they do, we try for look say with the edge to side we will not develop, we they come back to that slope instead of go up, we they come back to the tradition. I will not want that. One day we progress, let God continue for us, we lead at them, let the level of leverage when they do, it be a standard one within the test the time of being there. So that a test of time, a time of them helping us. So let's see how the test of their time is going to be proven. Thank you very much. Let God continue to help we all. Let help with you then and help you as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We want to say thanks to us friend for your contribution today. You ready to listen? Now your opportunity now for make we go hear it from you. We don't lay on the table for say the plan where the government gets or what the government don't do now for help for reduce the price na the market now for come with a loan scheme for the people them where they import then say essential thing them na the country. If you dey import an essential thing, you go through the Bank of Sierra Leone. The Bank of Sierra Leone go lend you money where the percentage where you go pay back now within 2 to 5%. Now you go pay back. They not tell you how long you go pay that money back, but the interest rate now within 2 to 5%. All this the government and the president they do with so yet for make we left for crisis price then they up. We listen to people that will be there at the home. They say, we don't understand now. You see what they talk, they understand say not to win no more. So the thing they all about like the world. And this scheme go help we. Come January, February, we go see where the price then they go down. We don't land say wholesale price is 340,000 for the parboiled rice. We go na market go check and compare the 340,000 in a wholesale to the retail price. Amos in B. But for now, if you feel say you want for add, but always to don't talk, you get the opportunity. If you feel say you don't do well and you want for left all things to, well, kudos to we all. And in the next 5 minutes we go end all thing. 232-78990-991. That's for WhatsApp. 232-78990-991. That's for WhatsApp. Or you can call me direct. United States or United Kingdom. United States now 1-646-610-3107. 1-646-610-3107. Or you can call we United Kingdom 44-739-803-0402. The phone line open now. If you want for add on all with you, we don't say, or you want for subtract, you get the opportunity. If not, 5 minutes, the phone line close. We don't land. Government of Sierra Leone, through the ministry, we're responsible for money business at the bank. And then they can give money to importers them. So that the price go down in the market. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and outside the call from, please.
Yeah, this is not Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, 3 minutes, sir. What you get for we?
That trade minister, as we don't suggest, let it fire. Because what if I do not really do? Why you go talk to the people there? We find for talk to the people there, but we all know say the people they not get hands on the prices. Now the traders there, the market people, the importer there. Now there is for the sit down and all meet you with. We did see that everywhere. Government they call the business people there. Now it's not the White House or anywhere else. They call us, okay, waiting at the way for what we could do for make this price they under in the way. Now taxes, we will give a subsidy for cut down the tax or something. Now the people that for the engage with, not to the ordinary people. The ordinary people, you go talk. They go not say okay, government you do this, government you do this, but the importer they know nothing. Now they for the engage with back to back. Call them, sit down, talk to them. The one the way they import the large things there. Now then the trade minister for the engage with wherever you don't discuss. Maybe if you take the president for talk to them. Call the trader then. Sit down with the big tycoon there. Sit down with them for let they able make the price they go down or whatever discussion they will able come out. They make concrete agreement. But you go to travel around the country. You go talk to the people there. What people they left for do? For just listen, say when the government they do fine, government they do this. They don't want to read that. Still price, even if you go talk from later, price they remain the same. It still remain the same. Nothing not will change. But if you engage, because the common man they not so that they import the thing, then they buy for it. They not get choice. They go up, they not because they want eat, they want live, so they go must buy. But if you engage yourself with the business people, the importer, now they for the whole meeting with, now they for the call at the table, whosoever they import, the way don't hold the meet with the importer, they hold with the distributor there. The other local business people, the way they buy in large quantity, they can go upline and this, that, whatever tax credit they give them. That's what thing that work. Money for the importer, they let them go buy. What did you give them money? They get money already. What did they need? Let the tax go down. Let the tax go down. When they bring things on food, they not say yes, they not spend that much on tax. Then the local distributor there, You tell her, okay, for social amount we take go upline, we'll give you another credit back. All that thing, and then people that for they engage with. But I know they see that in the airport for they go around and talk to people. What do people are left for do? Just for talk to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on here. You name and who you call from, please.
Yes, good evening, people. Eh?
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, this time they call from UK.
3 minutes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, I want to tell you thank you for this for the program and how it keep we ongoing each time we listen to you. I know one for based on me talk on the import stuff. I want to look at in that agricultural sector where them people are they propagate with regards to food sufficiency. Because in fact, before these are all the plans when they come to power. But what are they say? You know, the layman don't know who is the importer and how the government they engage with them stakeholders are ready for bring food. But if you want to make food self-sufficiency within the country, you want based on agricultural projects, engaging the youths. You know, the local farmer, where we grew up, now people that come part of the side will be involved into farming as well, so they go school. One them people they need, you know, they need materials. That is one. And therefore realizing not to then stop officers and therefore engage it. Go to the rural people and engage them because most of the lands in the rural areas, these are community lands, you know, and then they use for farming. And more, they're not able to engage in commercial farming. Now, sufficient agriculture, people and they do. And if you look at a country like Sierra Leone, 70 to 80% of the GDP of that country is from agriculture. It is right, it is written in books. Some of you will read we know about agricultural projects then. You know, but if you not engage the people then, now they engage from the top to bottom, now white elephant projects, you know they work. When during the war, NPRC all of those overthrow, some of you believe that they bush they hide. Now continuous people now they eat, you know even they know safe if an import rest at that country, and then you know see people in the farm. By then, waiting at cassava, waiting anything. Some of if you see cassava, but nowadays people the land safe they're not even fertile again. They don't exhaust the land. Then the people they not get the materials. There's no fertilizers. That we get them bully lands and there's one price farming. We be see then they grow for the year saying he might plant 2-3 years, 2-3 times. Then therefore bring them seeds and them seed multiplication projects. Then therefore like they look at the ADB, Agricultural Development Banks. These are the agencies where they give loan, where they give soft loan, where they subsidize farmers. But I don't know how they want to make them without, you know, all of them here to me, and they say and also must say now politics. Then they talk fine. Then they go then talk. Then she don't they then get pandemic. At the end of the day, nothing they come out of day. People they not be then top policy where they bring cows all. It not be they exist, but people then they farm. Them they farm. Me, I know me people in the farm. We host now continuous after continuous. I know they eat. I know they be this English rest. When are they going to the profession with grandpa and with people them? Now farming only. They be able to manage that. They will be manage. It cuts across. They be able to manage that. But now they don't bring politics into this thing. The people, the stakeholders, they say, when are the chiefs them, they themselves don't go into politics and not even they take control of the people again. But the people then just this gone to them, not even want for going at the farm again because they look at it like farming is for the poor and the uneducated. So therefore, they know they put any premium into the farming sector. And then fail for realizing, well, we get a whole university in Jela where some of you pass through, where they know about everything about farming system, but the people are not empowered. They know they educate the youth. They know they engage the people in the provincial areas for making them able to involve into farming and look at where are the industries, agro-based industries, where they able and look at the farmers and their products then, so that they able to sell within the country. Whose facility governments don't make. You know, where that farmer they get in goods and government fund that at least sell, give them seeds, give them just materials they need. Not to the money, the materials they wait there for use. So at the end of the day, the monitor then go for come sell back to you within that, so that they compete with the outside world because these are things the way they produce within. Make some agro-based industries where they look at purely agricultural products. So makes the tax easy for them, these industries, encourage the leg before we will get a lot of industries and we think this alone we know way then get a lesser tax and so then they compete to the outside importers. So things become better. Now so the country be even better somehow, but now look at things. Price and just go up now, even upline, the common thing and back and they go up. Look at paper, all of these things. Why? They not even put policies in place. These are the problems. Then people are they lack ideas. They say for go get PhD, look that they lack ideas. These are all political talks. Then just want for the talk big people and listen. It's not taking them anywhere. It got nowhere. I tell you, brother. Except to have technocrats, maybe, but not this present government. I'm not sure these guys are ready for that. Anyway, but we wait and see. We keep monitoring and observing it. Probably, if they do things right, probably, maybe they will succeed. But I'm not seeing any success within this. Based on them policy they bring out with the common man. Today when I see how they look at things, the youth, everybody don't engage in the Okada riding. The able-bodied men, they migrate from the village to the city. They look the old people in the village. People don't want to engage into anything. They look at farming sector as the poor people, the uneducated guys supposed to be there. So look at it in that perspective. So where are we going? Where is the strength? Where is the manpower? And these are the youths that they engage for go wash car. Instead of developing them to other technical area, they will go back and give to the land, back to the land. I know they see that anyway. I get no idea until we wait and see. Not that me take, but me brother. Thank you very much,
caller. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
This is Bobby. I call from London.
3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I guess just short contribution. What to make a call, say this this them people are everything on the stage manage. Where the minister don't talk about this rest or whatever way they talk. Then they get people that we ask. Come on, we all know they're all not the same people, and to be honest. And the stage manage everything for satisfy who that I don't know. But what didn't get for shock them, they not believe say that's because even in speech, you say for let the least person, that least popular way they see as Salum Bakura aware now. They don't with the underrate people and they underrate them no more, but me know they underrate them. Then go shock for say the world know they would say been there today. Even somebody in a village, somebody they get problem or thing that they happen at the village, they see them in the video now and they put on social media. So any politician will feel say, or people that way they behind that they know or they know they understand, then they are joking, then they do mistake. You understand? So like how they do and so now continue no more. Now patience and we go win. We go win them politicians here. All what they do is so they say that they can't like. How long will I run when the Toma bomb program where they get or where they don't eat boku money for us, say that they can't produce this and they produce that. So now they know they talk about now loan scheme then they talk about or whatever, So these are all frustrating where somebody think but all length in there, to be honest with you. But it got done. I believe say the people that are the villages them, then they understand. Because now they see video, then they come on inside village, then they send them on social media. So I'm your own contribution down there, no more. A lot of patience, it is done. Thank you, AAA.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, listeners. Yeah.
Let's call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hey, AAA, Omar from Los Angeles.
3 minutes, sir.
Listen, I'll tell you something. Just like I agree with this last caller. I hope say instead the USA we all the wood in middle. Then people that if you say the people in that country they're stupid. Even the past government, the reason why they do what they do for 10 years, because the way technology don't go up now and the way people are aware now is different. So that's would they send a message? Is that people that will ever come and take over and do what they do the past 10 years? We get news for them. Now look onto them. This guy, they continue to tell people and say the government sorry, the president sorry. Who say sorry for? Now responsibility. I don't say this time without numbers. Daddy feeding picking them. Ain't no need for go tell the public say when I look today me picking them, I give them rest. Then go ask say na your responsibility. Now you bring them kind of this one. Now you responsibility for take care of them. So when this man be ask the people of Sierra Leone say he want to be a president, what if he tell them say go do for them? So why this nonsense Inga Sali they tell we say the president sorry? Why don't we even use them word then? Because then no suicide and go suicide and go now then village. Now then village. But then when people in the sector then God begin to get news for them. Just like how the student them, young adolescents and teenagers now tell us say get out of here. We need food, we need water, we need light. Now that they get for begin to tell them. Why didn't they go tell them nonsense they need to run away, get in know how them? The president, which I feel sorry, now your responsibility for take care of the people welfare. Give them clean drinking water, give them light, give them food. Okay? Then people are not serious. Everybody don't say the same thing. Cut down on the taxes. You goddamn tax them too high. Give a tax break. Move away the monopoly. Bring in more people. Not to two Lebanese no more for all the rest. Bring it because that may happen. You get Lebanese and when they no more, now then the cabal group, now they no more for all the rest, now they no more for other things. Everything left to Lebanese. The past government said they do the same thing. Quick out that monopoly. Let people more. Give regular Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leoneans are not there. We fit for import rest. Would they talk about this farming? Just like what the other farmers call us and say. If you remember vividly, one mommy where them show one time, I think na last year or year before, na Cambia district. Whether mommy they been get another boku woman them for do farming. I don't know if you remember that. Whether mommy they say if in get chance, in go able to feed Sierra Leone in 1 year time. Waiting at the constraints and whether mommy they tell you about road, storage, and for protect the rest. Because he say, bomb then they eat the rest. They don't know how to drop the bottom. Good road no day. When they cut the rest, now they eat the damage. Because motoka no day for face and can road no day. Storage, they go put the rest. Would they go peel the rest? Now that poor woman in the back, they wanted the old matter pencil and beat rest where they feed 2-3 million people. So now that thing for do. So when they tell young youths then I can say the reason we make rest there because the Chinese man they bring come, give them the tools, build a storage. What means storage? Another time say storage beside they go put 10 bag rest. One of the thief for the family. Build a state-of-the-art storage, build a rice mill, and fix the damn road outside trucks then go access. Outside them farmers yard, outside them people yard. Let's see if you go na Vietnam or outside of the country so they say one go. Let's go there, let's go talk to them, let's see what thing they do. Let's go see what thing they do. If not a road, access, storage, they get. Now they get. So what thing they go there for? They don't need for go there. Now not a party together. Now the way that this guy go for traffic escape out of inquiry with left power. Because they just said me, I don't know, when I check the right give me. Now the one they go ask the finance minister. Now they set up me travel. So now them party them they together. They don't need for go to Vietnam. See that what's gonna then why not for the twin? If I make like a ketoma, why don't pull body now? So then for the ketoma for the listen to this radio station and tell them, they no need for go there. All they need for do, build the road them with access to the farm them, give the tractors them to the people that were supposed to get them, put road and put storage, rice mill. That's it. It go happen because if you go to Vietnam, now that's it go meet today. What do they talk now? So right now, now you go meet because that's the same thing themselves they do. So why you want go there for go ask them? Man, let this man, let people out there nonsense, man. Up to the people there, even the past government, what did they do? The caterpillar there or the tractor that they bring. What will be the scene how they do? What they want left power? They're packing at some people in the backyard. But who politicians and they don't defend the tractor them, not the backyard. But government pull money and buy them thing and they then take and they go put it in the backyard, not the garage, not the villages them. But just let how continue, say, long continue. If APC self feel say, then go come again and do what they do the past 10 years, we get news for the all. Just let how get news for this one. Now that no more, my brother.
Thank you very much, Umar. Umar, now we last caller for today. I don't think I owe anybody call. Let me just cross check. I don't think I owe anybody call. All right. We just take an example of rice. The people who are responsible for rice in Sierra Leone, they are limited. Why? With even the previous administration, they get an understanding. When one or two people no more, they bring rice. Any commodity where they thrive in Sierra Leone, go check the better one. One or two people and they're no more responsible for bringing inside the country. All who that want for go through them. Now I make you hear the minister say the person where they call to parboil rice na the country, the government don't lend them money. And if you go check, they know better where they count them. Not of other people they know and go count them. No. There was this story na Sierra Network here. Will we be the follow? Where people in come we can lay complain. Even to mayonnaise and ketchup, now 1 gram people in for counter inside the country. You get Sierra Leoneans, then business people where they come together, then gather their money, then go out of Sierra Leone, then go out like 1, 2, 3 containers them. Where they can the kind harassment where they get. The kind harassment where they get, but unfortunately we start the story and the people are not follow up and this and that, and I'm like, man, we're not ready for this. Una go come to una tell we begin follow up story, but to the end una they pull half story. Yeah? But this is the truth. This is the truth. Because at that time when we follow up with the story, then we just get Amos container there, we then be afraid. So then they back and forth with the police about the goods there. But like I said, now they will land say, now the country, now 1 gram person is responsible for count mayonnaise and ketchup. So when you go count a large quantity, you go to that Guinea store, na Fisher Street, that area there. Because at one time they said become thinking to say, oh, the price they make that come for help for woko. And they arrest them, then they seize the markets, and they tell them for go big. Hey, Papa God. So you get bottlenecks them where they create all this thing in our country. Even though the minister, they talk say trade, then they say open market. I not say the phone line be don't close, but I'll just squeeze this person quick. I'll just squeeze and quick. Yes, call ID live on the air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Hello, Mina MOB, call from China.
Yes, MOB. We don't close the line, but do one quick, yeah?
Okay, thank you very much. AAA, follow up the Minister of Transport. I don't know why all along the delay. People they don't they cry, we all know they see how things become so hard. Come out and do that kind of thing. We all know say by next year, seriously, they go into political issues. Now serious campaign. So we cannot be fooled. I don't know the politicians how they take the electorate them. They always try to play on intelligence. 3 years back, people and they cry, they find out things are very hard for them. And I not come out with that kind of policy or that kind of initiative there for pushing out some of the suffering people they suffer. Now they bring and come on board because we know say by next year, seriously, now on campaign issues. We all know that one in on campaign issues. If you not perform for the past years, then you expect say that the 1 year we not left, now you will perform. Honestly, that one day we know in a political gimmick that day. And also, we all they see the president in travel one way he don't do for the rest of the in time, where he don't do inside this in 5 year time, over 200 trips. For when just say he go scout for investors and try for carry people then as alone brand Sierra Leone. Tell me they come also, we don't want to see one investor self way go come, okay, me they can invest in this. So all that money that they where you don't waste, the per diem, the transportation, if that money that they be try for put inside the agriculture sector or inside the import and export of goods, me know say the suffering wey people dey suffer, it no go escalate to this way. Like whenever they say this na civilized corruption, honestly, because when they go there per DM, when they get where they say in you know say they be careful and interest say enough for account for their money they dey. So this na really when they say civilized corruption, in a civilized corruption. But honestly, we don't see no dividend. Honestly, we don't see that dividend. So we they try for talk to the people they don't want that they need for think and know what they do. We go hope say no more. This one where they carry so the price of the rice. In fact, we're gonna come and talk about the rest the price one, not the canon of it. We will hope say it will kind of let the people them suffering reduce a little bit. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, MOB. Okay. As I be the talk, say what you will find out in Sierra Leone, the business community then get like a cartel. Na salon, we then get themselves and each of them they import specific things then kind of the country. Yeah? And anybody we want cross that part there in not the work. So I don't know if, but we go ask the trade minister. We go ask him. Let we are waiting go be an answer. We go ask him. Okay. Now we go left all thing. We don't prefer solutions then higher. A lot of we say the loan scheme ain't not go work. But again, if it work, other than the gay. But if we compare the loan scheme as opposed to reducing taxes, you know, a lot of people can ask how this happen? How it happen? How it happen? You don't know? Simple. When this administration come to power, they meet a scheme we been there, where as long as, okay, let's just use rice as an example. Rice, they not be the tax, no tax on rice. Then come, then say loopholes, then they, leakages, then they, so then they seal all the leakages, then begin tax all thing. From where then begin tax all thing. Even though when then they can out and see say this thing will do not correct, when then they pull the tax or then reduce them, it's still not the work. So now so we end up with this so. That's so we end up with this. In case you not be know. Then say leakages there, more especially in our Taki. Where people them this and that. So they not take the time and fail not outside the leakage there and block the No, then seal the entire place. Now rest you the cow to na tamatis na this na that to all man pay tax. Usa would now. Now the government alter and they can their last and they tell you say cement and so they don't do and road and so they don't do. Now they want green now then they go and push you. Now the president don't say we don't sorry for we now so he don't do. Now then he don't now so he don't do. Now so we don't do. Because some man go say, they say they don't put on and they talk about themselves. How you be meter? Eh? You been there now though? You see, okay, if you identify who side the leakage then the way they come, lock day. In Sierra Leone, where something go up, we'll make it can down back. And the way we don't left and so, tell side all rich. For make we see and can down who side been there. Okay, we dey wait. We dey wait. And so we end up here. I just hope say they learn the lesson and correct the mistake. Because the way how them be attack the problem, if not a mistake, I will find out self na. But if they be able to take the time for study well and lock outside and feel say the leakage did and lock everything, and from then tell them they say, well, thing they go po, what people they say na tax na wataki, na so then be just they give you their fears, na tax na wataki they can we don't make almost billion leons, we don't then be tell saying when I want trillion, when I this, all man, then can they knock them chest and say for more count not trust money, now waiting, na so the game be they go giddy. We have arrived. Now, solution after solution. Now they trust the importers, they all now. But still yet, the tax will put no one for pull and want it. Eh? No one for pull and want it. Mokara say, he say you don't take this administration with all the good policies the way they don't put. He said that they find them very difficult for settle. Eh? He said, wait do. He said that because they want for fet and anybody will talk then see him as an opposition. Omar na Minneapolis say, he said this time they happen, we make blanket for cover all thing without thorough investigation. And so take end up outside with this. So. Well, now then put with it. Any kind of way they want pull with it, as long as we come out today, while I know they watch. Mr. Minister, we don't hear all the solutions they don't give how. We take and say for the rest no more alone. Eh? That can my own still the wait. But what thing they wait for? Eh? I'll tell us say good fiscal policy and enforcement and go bring price down back again. Yeah. MLK say not to loan then they give them for ticket for the undercover owner left. Na loan would they wait and inside the loan go carry go. Oh left here. Boy Jalon Jabra say one cannot solve a problem using the thinking that caused the problem. See na Albert Einstein said that one day. Alright. We go there tomorrow. Yeah? Go there tomorrow. No, left here for now. Till we meet again, Triple say, Tata.